Alright, new truck just dropped off. It is a 23 F450. Pretty dang big truck.
Today we just got a new build dropped off. It's a F450, a brand new truck. Thanks to NB Towing out of Pennsylvania. We appreciate you. A couple things that it's worth noting: when you buy these trucks new, you never know what the dealer spec'd. You never know how the dealer spec'd out the truck. So for example, you know, there's two, well, this one's got 3. And sometimes I see these F450s with 2 leaf springs. This one has 3, and it's not a big concern because we're going to compensate and add the appropriate amount of leaves that are needed in the custom helper springs. So even though this truck has a 14,000 GVWR, it still can come from the factory with, I've seen, between 2 and 4 leaf springs. So yep, 14,000, and that's it's not a problem. It just means that we're going to add and compensate for the springs from the factory. So there's so many different options that the dealer can order these trucks with the snowplow package, without one, camper package, who knows. But the point is, they all come with a different set of springs, and this is kind of answering the question why we just don't make springs and have them as a pack and sell them, because the trucks come with a different pack every time, so you never know how it's going to come when you get it.
Another cool thing to add too is the heads-up display. It is kind of dark in here. The camera doesn't really pick it up all that well, but you got your speed limit, your temperature outside, the time, and I think if you're to go through the menu, you can actually adjust everything that's on the heads-up display. What you gotta say about your frame reinforcement here? Looks good.
I want to say that your frame is definitely reinforced. You used to be a wimp, now you a Hercules. Get you one.
guys, we are back. We started welding in this Lil Herc 2.0 on this Ford F450. We just had to add a little bit of wire to our welder, and now we're going to finish the welding of the plates on the outside, and then we can start drilling our holes for our 1/2-inch bolts. Now that we are buttoning up the wiring harnesses, getting back in the track and stuff like that, there is 2 very important grounds on the Ford that are right behind the passenger side cab of the truck. They are right here. See, we got a welded 3/8 stud here, and we have both of our grounds going to that. If these grounds are not attached correctly, the truck will not start. So we want to make sure these are on there pretty good. Just like that, these 2 grounds are secure and ain't going nowhere. Alright, Zach, now we are ready to install our Fox 2.0 shocks, and this thing's gonna ride like a Cadillac going down the road. Let's get them in there.
This is so badass because most pumps have a single motor and works X amount of speed. Now with 2 motors on here, it's double fast, and when you have a single motor, you could potentially have a failure 5 to 10 years later after use, depending on use. And with this unit, 5 to 10 years later, if one of these solenoids or one of these motors fails, you have another one. You're never going to be in the field stuck. So you have the confidence of knowing that you're never going to be in that position where, oh, I'm in someone's driveway, what do I do? So this was such a great feature. And another thing is this pressure gauge and stainless steel lines that don't rust. And not only does it got a pressure gauge here, but it's also got a dipstick, because when it's in the toolbox, it is kind of hard to see it, but it does help to have the dipstick as well. It's got lights inside the DIM connector, so that way you can see and you can confirm that it's getting power continuity, and you can always just reach over and check. You got the pressure gauge. Everything is wired nice and neat and clean and simple to understand. All the colored wires are functions. All the power wires are red, black, white. Such a simple, easy weather pack connectors, simple plug and play. And you could buy this harness if you needed it in the future. If for some reason it got destroyed or you needed to replace it. We're really proud of this unit and how much it performs and what it does for our clients.
this quick option here. That's getting in the inside of it. Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the vlog. Today we are testing a F450 Super Duty with the Lil Herc 2.0 installed on the back. Let's go test this thing. Turn on our work lights. That's auxiliary 2. Man, just pulling out of here. This thing rides like a Cadillac with them Fox 2.0 shocks on it. Didn't even feel any bumps in the road. Alright, let's pick it up. Zach's taking some pictures right now, so we're just chilling out for a minute, and then we'll drop it, we'll pick it back up, and we'll go for a little cruise around the block, see how it rides.
Every time, it's all we do.
Don't ruin the vlog, man. I was just talking to the vlog and you ruined it. So we just got done doing the testing. Now we're just doing a little drive around the block to see how the comfort of the ride is. And I mean, we're about to go over these bumps in the road over here, and the truck is just floating right over. Look at that. I mean, you can barely tell there was just a big bump there. The Fox 2.0 shocks are phenomenal. Just the best in the business. We put on our equipment. The ride's beautiful.
So let's discuss how did you even find Detroit Wrecker?
So I have a
Did you
buddy
feel
of
that?
mine.
You see that big ass pothole we just hit?
Listen, in my wrecker, oh my God. Listen, a comfortable ride like this determines whether you stay out an extra 3 hours of the day, right?
Good call.
You jumping around all day, you're like, man, you know what, I'm gonna go in the house, you know. It's a lot of wear and tear in your body, but when you got something that's smooth and comfortable, you might stay out an extra 3-4 hours rather than, you know, you going in early, make a couple extra $100.
I never even thought of that aspect of it, and I'm so glad you pointed that out. So I gotta ask you, for all the viewers, real deal, is this not the most comfortable wrecker?
Listen, I've been in a lot of trucks, and you know, I'm about to take an 8 to 9 hour drive home, and I have a BENZ, so I kind of rather be in this. I have a BENZ, so I kind of rather be in this. It's taking the bumps way easier than it is than anything I've pretty much been in.
Isn't it amazing?
That's crazy.
It's the Fox shocks, and there's a lot that we learned in the stroke of them and trying to figure out where to place them, and also the helper springs is the key, because right now you're not on a bunch of springs.
Right.
You know, until you put a load on it, and I promise you, when you do put a load on it, same deal. You know, again, look at them big ass bumps. We don't even know.
It's crazy. But no, I heard of you guys because I have a friend, I have a buddy of mine that he's got, I believe, 2 to 3 units from you guys. So, you know, I'm with him on a regular basis, so I see exactly how it's operating. You know, prior to me even looking at a video or two, I already know exactly from personal experience.
So it wasn't something that you were hearsay. You've seen somebody killing it.
I know people that have competitors. I know people that have you guys. I know the price of the competitors. I know the price of you guys. Kind of make the choice based off of quality.
But it's cheaper to buy a quality product. This is where you know, people will say something like, well, I can go get a wrecker for that cost. But a wrecker is going to have plastic wear pads, inferior pivot pins. You can't gross a couple $100,000 with any wrecker equipment and not have to put tens of thousands of dollars into it. Am I right?
For sure.
What was the conversation we had on the way here? You were waiting for how long for parts for other?
6 weeks. Yeah. 6 weeks downtime, that's a lot of money missed.
Then that was depressing, wasn't it?
What? I'm just sitting there sending calls away, you know, sending all my customers to anybody I can get them to.
Sure. So basically, the purchase that you just made, you feel good?
For sure. I feel like I'm buying it right the first time, so I don't have to do it again. You know.
And that's the God's honest truth, man.
You know.
And look, your success is our success. If you're not successful out there, we're not going to be successful out there, and that's the truth. So I'm so, you know, in tune to, you know, if you got a problem, call me.
For sure.
If I'm not available, I gave you the guy that's smarter than me. You know, that'll help out as well. Joey's the man.
This is a nice ride home. I feel it already.
And then you didn't even see the truck. You ended up purchasing the truck sight unseen, sent it to us. I mean, the trust, you know, that to me, it warms my heart, man. And every employee that you've seen in there, you know, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts, for real.
Yeah, no, you guys definitely have a family vibe in there. Yeah.
How many tows do you think you're doing per day? That was a big ass bump. It didn't even. You know what you can't do is you can't talk on the phone and tow a car.
Right.
This one you will.
Really can't. You're like, hey, hold on, I'm about to go over a couple bumps. Going down. Yeah, no, this is taking. That's crazy. There's no real kickback to it or anything.
5 tows a day, 10 tows a day, 20.
Busy days like 10 to 12.
Sure.
Our normal days maybe 6 or 7. You know, I kind of can be as busy as I want.
Yeah. Anything to say to anybody that's considering the unit or says that it's too much? I can just go get one cheaper.
Yeah, for sure. You can always get one cheaper, but can you always get the best for the cheapest price, right? So, you know, it's all about what you consider cheaper. 10 years from now, you know, you bought a cheaper option in the beginning that cost you an extra 50 grand in the long run. You gotta play the long game.
Yeah.
You know, so if you want that experience where the problems are very minimal, you know, and it's a strong quality product, then this is the way to go.
Yeah.
100%.
And that's the truth. I mean, not only that, but the unit is going to do things, you know, there's accessories, you know, the motorcycle attachment. Some units don't extend far enough. You can't put a dresser on nothing like that. You're going to have to have the wheel hanging down. Ours is long enough that you can have that. That's no problem. You didn't tow a bunch of bikes, so you didn't need it. But if you do need it, you know, you can call me anytime and I can send it to you.
Yeah. I don't tow a bunch of bikes because of my record. It's a headache. You know, I'd rather just not even deal with it. But my buddy has the motorcycle attachment, and it's a breeze. Yeah. So it's just like, maybe I'll, you know, it's something to consider.
Well, it was designed in the aspect of, you know, when you're repoing somebody's bike, you can't ask them for help.
For sure.
So we had to make it. So, you know, this guy's going to be able to load this bike by himself, strap it down, get in and out, and be done. And that was the.
Yeah, you guys do have a lot. Even the frame forks. That's another big deal.
Yeah, and that was from customers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They said, hey, I need you to, you know, do this. So we call him the Felix forks because he's the one that said, look what I made. I want you to do this on the my dream low loader truck you're going to build. So again, brother, I can't thank you enough for trusting us, sending us a truck sight unseen, knowing that you're going to get it done right. And, you know, again, if there's any problems, you call me directly. And I do appreciate you taking the time to express the views to others so they understand, you know. I know you got an 8-hour drive, so I don't want to keep you too long. At this rate, you're going to be home at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm cool. That's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah.